Hello and Shabbat Shalom. Hope that you are getting done with your Friday and beginning the thought of Shabbat, which is rapidly approaching. As we enter the Torah portion of Vayikra, Vayikra begins a new book for us, the book of Vayikra. Whenever we find a new book, the name of the book and the name of the first Torah portion are the same. So we're in the book of Vayikra. So the Torah portion this week is called Vayikra. It is the book of Leviticus. It is the third book of the Torah, right in the middle. Vayikra means to be called, and it is, of course, God calling, really for the most of the book, the priests. Really, it's a priest-focused book, essentially, not just this Torah portion, but almost all of them are talking about Aaron and his sons and the whole ritual system that will exist really from this point, really up until the fall of the Second Temple. It's pretty much over and over and over again, different versions of how sacrifices should be made. Now here with the tabernacle while the Israelites are traveling, but eventually into the first temple and the second temple, the structure still exists. And by the way, that was the system that is equivalent for us of prayer, because someone would bring their kosher animal to the temple or to the altar. In this case, no temple yet. Bring it usually to the Levites, who took care of it, and then brought it to the priests, and the priests took care of the system of putting it onto the altar. And then the Israelite was able to really experience all of their senses, right? Smell, seeing, touching the animal, in this experience of going onto the fire. That's why there's this fire behind me of the altar. And really, like I said, the Torah portion is pretty much about the altar and the fire just being lit, and all people just bringing different sacrifices. And the Torah portion this week lays out for us what kinds of sacrifices there are. Here's my question for you on the Shabbat. Do we like this system? Do we like the bring an animal and then you're all good? So you could bring like your sin offering, bloop, drop the kosher animal off, and then you're done. You could be offering of thanks, bloop, drop the animal off, and you're done. Or do we like the system we're in better now? Because sacrifices have altered themselves. See what I did there? Have altered themselves into prayer, essentially, because the times of sacrifice are similar to how we worship. And so we also have moments where we can give thanks, moments where we have sin offerings. So do we like that system better? Would it have been easier for us to just to bring an animal and throw it on the fire and be done? Or do we think that the work that we have to do internally, really to transform ourselves into making sure that we are thankful, that we are thinking of our iniquities, that we are doing all the other components in comparison to the sacrifices, do we like that one better? Do we like that system better? That's the question I have for all of us on the Shabbat. So please ponder. And services are, like they usually are, 6:30, and then tomorrow morning is our opportunity to, of course, have a service at 8:30, and also have a chance to discuss in a little more detail this fascinating Torah portion of Vayikra. Shabbat Shalom.